Now, obviously, if you're lazy and the weather gets cold, you think, oh, chuck in the job and I'll go overseas to somewhere where it's nice and warm. Even sometimes people who are not lazy do that. It's time to talk to travel and food writer Annabelle White. Annabelle, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Paul.
It's not only lazy people. It's quite common for people to think, I need to get away from this for a while.
Look, Air New Zealand had a great sale the last 48 hours. You could go to the Sunshine Coast for $150, throw the bikini in the rucksack and get on board the plane and off you go.
I think people that wear bikinis don't use rucksacks.
But anyway, Paul, I've got to tell you, I had an epiphany. I went to Queensland. You know, it's synonymous with surf and beach and lifestyle. Everyone knows Noosa. People know Mooloolaba. It's just gorgeous.
Mooloolaba.
I got into
That's
a car.
a good word.
Mooloolaba. I got into a car, went half an hour up the road into the hinterland and went to a place which was called Maleny. And I went into the main street, only 3,500 people.
Okay, so hang on a second, Annabelle. You are going to tell us now that if you want a winter break, Maleny in the hinterland is the place to go.
Well, the interesting thing is Queenslanders go to Maleny in the wintertime because they want the lovely atmospheric fire and the lovely idea of the crisp mornings and things like that by the fireside. And in actual fact, we tend to go to the sandy beaches.
Right.
But I'm suggesting to you that if you're interested in food and you want the most extraordinary, uplifting experience, the answer is Maleny in Queensland.
Is it possible, given that it's a hinterland in Australia, is it possible that you'll be tied naked to a tree in the outback there?
You mustn't judge everyone by your own behaviour, Paul. I'm telling you.
I can just hear the banjos in the background.
No, it's not like that at all. Paul, let me give you the reasons why I loved it. I went to this town and I thought of you immediately. I said, this is Paul Henry. Other people could look at it and think, this is a little hokey, but as people who our viewers can see, look at the parking. The parking, they do the reverse parallel parking. And do you know why? Because they want people to slow down and not have any incidences reversing back out onto the road. Isn't that so special? It's so you, Paul. And then I saw this thing that said depository of books. They give away books as well as 3 bookstores in town. They have this lovely little stand that says free books to a good home. And I thought of you again because I know you're obsessed with money and you'd like the idea of getting a free book. Then I go to the IGA store. Now listen to this. This is going to blow your mind. This is the most extraordinary IGA store, which looks like Faro Fresh or More Wilson. It's in the middle of nowhere, and this guy called Bob has set up a fantastic conditioning box, a conditioning refrigeration thing, so the Wagyu beef that's local is air dried. But there's more, Paul. He actually subsidised local tours for people who paid $50 to go on a bus to meet all the producers around the area that are amazing. And you can go down the road to the Maleny Dairy, and you know how you like to go out with your girls when they were little and do little fun things? Well, for a few dollars, you get a tour of the factory, free samples of delicious yogurt and milk and custard, and guess what? You can feed the calves, and you can milk a cow. And there's a lady who's a local woman around the corner. Her name was Mary Cairncross, and she wanted the people to appreciate the subtropical forest that was there. She saw all this fact that people were clearing the land, and she got 50 acres, and she's given it, and you go for a gold coin donation. Think, Paul, how cheap this holiday is. Gold coin donation. You can walk around, and you're in a subtropical location. You can see a platypus, and I saw little brown wallabies, and that's just the beginning of all the most extraordinary things. And the local artists have set up a co-op there. There's about 3 or 4 bookstores, and there's a cafe. You know how you like to go out and have a little latte. Listen to this, Paul. You can go there, and you can have a poetry reading, you can have music, and there was a lady outside with an SPA dog. And I thought to myself, you know what? This place is magic. And it's only 30 minutes from that fantastic airport. It's kind of a little hokey, but it's you, Paul. It is so you. Now, while I was swimming down at Mooloolaba, I thought I missed your birthday, so I decided I went to the surf club, and I thought, you know how you and I like to frolic in the sea together? Let's be honest. We'll tell the nation. You and I like to swim together. I bought you this back for your birthday. It's always swim with a friend. It looks a bit like you and me there at the surf. And I got this from the Mooloolaba. I didn't pay for it, but I know you like at home to keep everything nice. Put the glass down there and you can think of me. There we go, Paul. I'm telling you, I've had a life-changing experience. This place is fantastic. Queensland or bust.
It sounds horrible.
It is a beautiful place. Honestly,
there isn't
Paul,
one thing you have said that would attract me to going to Maleny.
Well, I tell you what, it's your loss. It's your loss. And I think, Hillary, over here, you've been there, darling.
I've been
beautiful.
there, and the nearby Montville. Lovely.
You'd love the parking, Paul. You'd love it. I could see you sort of, because you're obsessed about parking. I could see you saying, oh no, reverse back, reverse back. I could see you doing it, Paul. It's you.
Well, it sounds vile. But it's all right for other people to go there, I suppose. I mean, it's the sort of thing you would like. Everything you've just said is stuff you like.
I love all that. I love that because you know why?
You actually go on holiday and you do walk through supermarkets and prowl through bottles of stuff. I can't think of anything worse.
But do you know what I think it is, Paul? I think it is
tell me.
It's that quest for authenticity. You know, people talk about a sense of community.
I love Vegas. I don't want authenticity when I go on holiday.
That's the whole thing, Paul. I think you need to come with me. me to this little town, and I think you need to see the real people, the real deal.
Annabelle?
Yes?
No. Annabelle White, travel and food writer, who will be in again in a couple of weeks' time, possibly.